What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of In Retrospect. Today I wanted to show you not just one of my favorite N64 games, but one of my favorite games, period. This is Rayman 2: The Great Escape. Rayman 2 was developed by Ubisoft and released in October of 1999. You play as Rayman, a creature with no arms and legs, yet somehow still has hands and feet connected to his body. The game begins when an armada of robot pirates, led by Admiral Razorbeard, invade Rayman's homeworld, the Glade of Dreams. Rayman and his friends battle the robot pirates, but are defeated when the heart of the world, the primordial core, is destroyed and broken into 1,000 little yellow fairies called Lums. Rayman, along with countless other inhabitants, are taken on board the slave ship and locked in cells. Rayman's best friend Globox, a blue frog-like creature who is the father of 4 million children, also gets captured and is put in Rayman's cell. Turns out, Globox brought in contraband in the form of a silver lum, which gives Rayman back his abilities. Together they break out of the ship and set off to collect all 1,000 lums and free the inhabitants from the robot pirates. Rayman 2 is a 6 to 8 hour adventure filled with platforming, action, and bizarre characters. Each level has a certain amount of cages to break and lums to collect. As you progress, new levels are accessed through a hub world called the Hall of Doors. Along the way, you meet up with a fairy named Lee who grants you new abilities and tells you of an ancient spirit named Pelocus that must be awakened to defeat the pirates. How do you wake him up? By collecting 4 magical masks obtained when you defeat different bosses called Guardians, or by grabbing one from one of Globox's many offspring. Man, Globox and Ouglet must have had a lot of time on their hands. The game manages to stay fresh the whole way through, introducing new gameplay mechanics later on. One part has you navigating your way through a sea of lava while balancing on a plum, then another moment has you racing on the back of a rocket that can explode at any moment. The game changes things up very quickly and keeps you from getting bored. With that said, Rayman 2 can get very frustrating, especially during rocket missions. These moments send you barreling through caves and looping around pirate ships on the top of a speeding rocket. Make one wrong move and your rocket explodes, forcing you to start all over at the beginning of the track. It took a lot of willpower to get through these parts of the game without breaking my controller in rage. In one of the game's cutscenes, Admiral Razorbeard eats a yellow lum. This changes the lum counter from 1,000 to 999 for the rest of the game. However, there is a secret 1,000th lum to collect if you want to complete the game 100%. In the level Tomb of the Ancients, after raising the platforms and climbing the spiderweb, jump off the cliff towards the left and glide towards this wall. To your right will be a narrow passageway that leads you to a giant skull. In one of the eye sockets is the secret lum you need to complete the game. Rayman 2 was released on multiple platforms, but the N64 version is the only one that doesn't have full voice acting. Instead, all of the characters speak in gibberish.
Incredible! I can feel its energy building up in me. Now I can shoot with my fist again!
This is most likely due to the limited storage space on N64 cartridges. Every other home release of the game was on CD-ROM, which allowed plenty of space for full voiceover. Overall, Rayman 2 had outstanding presentation. The characters are incredibly unique with quirky personalities. The environments feel dark and ominous, like you're walking through the secret of Nymph or reading a scary fairy tale. Even the sound design gives you a sense that you're exploring a living and breathing world. The music hits the mark, whether it's slow and orchestral during stealthy moments or fast-paced and techno during rocket races. The game was a labor of love by the developers, and it clearly shows in every aspect. In retrospect, Rayman 2 is one of the best games I've ever played to this day. If you haven't played it, you owe it to yourself to sit down, pick up the controller, and become immersed in one of gaming's best adventures. Thanks for watching In Retrospect. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe for new videos every week. And let me know in the comments what game you want to see next. My name's Cody, and I'll see you next time.